Hello, you're watching QPVN News. I'm Anh Tuấn and here's the headlines. Leaders pay tribute to President Ho Chi Minh, martyrs on National Day. General Phan Van Giang pays official visit to Philippines. An old artist's love for Hanoi. On the occasion of the 79th National Day, September the 2nd, 1945-2024, on August the 31st, a delegation of the party Central Committee, the State President, the National Assembly, the Government and the Central Military Commission, Ministry of National Defense, laid wreath at President Ho Chi Minh's mausoleum and the Monument for Heroic Martyrs on Bắc Sơn Street. The leaders, led by Party General Secretary and State President To Lâm, showed their respect and deep gratitude to President Ho Chi Minh's great merits for the cause of national liberation and reunification, building a peaceful, independent, unified and developed Vietnam. The delegation of the Central Military Commission, Ministry of National Defense, led by Senior Lieutenant General Nguyễn Tân Cương, Chief of the General Staff of the Vietnam People's Army and Deputy Defense Minister, also laid wreath at President Ho Chi Minh's mausoleum. The wreath from the delegation bore the words, "Eternal gratitude to the great President Ho Chi Minh." The delegation also laid flowers and offered incense at the Monument for Heroic Martyrs on Bắc Sơn Street, Hanoi. On the evening of August the 29th in Hanoi, Party General Secretary and President To Lâm and his spouse chaired a ceremony to celebrate the 79th anniversary of the National Day of Vietnam, September the 2nd, 1945-2024. The event saw the attendance of former and incumbent party, State National Assembly and government leaders. Addressing the event, Party General Secretary and President Lâm underlined the ongoing efforts to accelerate progress and realize the resolution of the 13th National Party Congress towards the 80th anniversary of national independence and 50 years of national reunification. Determined to realize development goals by 2045, the centenary celebration of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, transforming Vietnam into a prosperous, high-income nation where all citizens enjoy a high-quality life. In the context of the world situation with many opportunities and challenges, Party General Secretary and President Lâm believed that under the leadership of the party and the spirit of self-reliance, confidence and national pride, Vietnam will enter a new era, an era of national growth, contributing to maintaining peace, stability and development in the region and the world. Palestinian ambassador to Vietnam Saadi Salama, head of the diplomatic corps, extended congratulations to Vietnamese leaders and people on the occasion. On August the 30th, at the Philippine Department of National Defense headquarters in Manila, Philippines Secretary of National Defense Gilberto Teodoro welcomed General Phan Van Giang, Minister of National Defense of Vietnam, and his high-ranking delegation. Following the welcoming ceremony, the two sides held talks. Minister Giang expressed his pleasure at the official visit and thanked the Philippine Department of Defense for its warm and meticulous reception. He reaffirmed Vietnam's commitment to an independent, peaceful and cooperative foreign policy, highlighting the importance of friendly relations with countries like the Philippines, a neighboring maritime partner and active ASEAN member. Secretary Teodoro warmly welcomed Minister Phan Van Giang and underscored the Philippines' commitment to strengthening the strategic partnership with Vietnam. He noted the positive development of bilateral defense cooperation, which has contributed significantly to the Vietnam-Philippines strategic partnership, especially in areas of delegation exchanges, dialogue mechanisms, training. In the coming time, the two sides affirmed to continue developing bilateral defense cooperation in an increasingly practical and effective manner, actively working towards the 10th founding anniversary of the Strategic Partnership 2015-2025 and the 50th founding anniversary of Diplomatic Relations 1976-2026. Concluding the talks, the two sides signed memorandums of understanding to enhance cooperation in humanitarian assistance and disaster relief at sea, as well as in military medicine. On August the 30th in Manila, the Philippines General Phan Van Giang, Minister of National Defense and a high-ranking delegation of the Vietnamese Ministry of National Defense paid a courtesy visit to Philippine President Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr. on the occasion of their official visit to the Philippines. General Giang respectfully conveyed the greetings and best wishes of health from General Secretary and President Tô Lâm, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính and National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Mẫn to President Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr., emphasizing that the delegation's visit is a practical activity to implement the common perception that both countries' senior leaders agreed upon during the Philippine President's state visit to Vietnam in January this year, while stating that Vietnam always attaches importance to the strategic partnership with the Philippines. General Giang expressed his hope that the Philippine government and the president himself will further support the two ministries to sign a new cooperation agreement, replacing the one reached in 2010, as well as the establishment of a hotline between the Vietnamese and Philippine Coast Guards to improve the effectiveness of coordination in handling non-traditional security issues at sea. Both sides emphasized the importance of maintaining peace, security, stability, freedom of navigation and aviation in the EC, internationally known as the South China Sea. They reaffirmed their stance on resolving disputes through peaceful measures following international law, including the 1982 UNCLOS, fully implementing the DOC towards an effective and efficient COC. On August the 30th, General Phan Van Giang and his entourage visited the Philippine Navy headquarters. He praised the ongoing collaboration between the two navies, particularly their joint efforts in assisting fishermen in distress at sea. General Giang suggested enhancing maritime trust and security through closer cooperation, aiming to maintain a peaceful and cooperative maritime environment between the Vietnamese and Philippine navies. He affirmed that the Vietnamese Ministry of National Defense always supports and facilitates the cooperation and exchanges between the two navies, as well as other law enforcement agencies on both sides. This will enhance mutual understanding, information sharing, timely support for fishermen in distress, and positively contribute to maritime security and safety in the region. Vice Admiral Toribio Dulinayan Adachi Jr., commander of the Philippine Navy, warmly welcomed and expressed honor in hosting General Phan Van Giang and his delegation at the headquarters of the Philippine Navy. Vice Admiral Adachi expressed gratitude for the support from both defense ministries, which has facilitated the Philippines Navy's effort to promote cooperation with the Vietnam People's Navy, emphasizing that the two navies have maintained an effective cooperation. Vice Admiral Adachi affirmed that the Philippine Navy values and desires to strengthen its cooperative relationship with the Vietnam People's Navy. The Department of Transport under the General Logistics Department is a strategic transport unit responsible for transporting logistics materials and technical weapons and mobilizing forces for the home military while participating in search and rescue, disaster relief operations, and carrying out unexpected tasks. In recent years, the department has completed regular and unexpected transportation tasks on schedule, ensuring absolute safety.
As a soldier in charge of vehicle maintenance and repair, possessing many initiatives and teaching models, Lieutenant Colonel Nguyễn Thành Nghiêm still continuously researches, creates, and proactively registers new initiatives. We've worked hard together to come up with initiatives and equipment, especially testing equipment on models of air conditioning systems, diesel fuel system, to improve the vehicles as well as save time and cost and soldiers' efforts for the unit. Imbued with the idea of that initiatives and experience are like small streams flowing into a big river. Officers and soldiers of the unit also accumulate experience from competitions and apply them to reality. First of all, we focus on making a breakthrough in carrying out the transportation task with good human resource preparation, technical expertise, and a firm grasp of new generation vehicles. Completing and exceeding the targets of the determined-to-win emulation movement also means that the transportation troops strive to fulfill the assigned task on schedule. Safe and punctual trips like these will continue to motivate officers and soldiers of the Department of Transport to conquer higher targets.
Coming up next, Ho Chi Minh City's largest lantern craft village busy before Mid-Autumn Festival. An old artist's love for Hanoi. The Mid-Autumn Festival is now just a month away. A busy atmosphere can easily be sensed these days in Phu Binh village, which is the largest supplier of traditional lanterns in Ho Chi Minh City. The Vietnamese traditional lantern artisans here are rushing to complete the final stages of producing colorful, diverse lanterns to meet the market's growing demand.
Nguyễn Trọng Bình and Nguyễn Trọng Thành have been creating traditional lanterns in Phu Binh, District 11, Ho Chi Minh City for over 50 years. Bình noted a significant increase in orders this year, with his family making over 10,000 lanterns. As a result, his entire family and employees have worked from early to night to complete the orders on time. We raised the number of workers and began preparations earlier this year. In previous years, we would begin gluing and painting in mid-April or May, but this year we started painting in early March. Creating a traditional Mid-Autumn lantern involves numerous steps. Each stage requires careful attention to detail to produce vibrant and captivating lanterns that attract children's interest. Moreover, the artisans have displayed ingenuity by crafting oversized lanterns with innovative designs to satisfy market demands. The colors must be stunning and lively, and you must understand how to mix colors and draw lines in a balanced manner. The larger the lantern, the more difficult it is to paint. Some of them are so large that I have to carry the paint around the lantern to paint them. Carved-shaped lanterns, butterflies, and the 12 zodiac animals, with their detailed designs and bright colors, have been loved by generations of Vietnamese. During the Mid-Autumn Festival, these traditional red lanterns light up the streets, bringing joy to children and sparking happy memories for many.
Hanoi, the thousands-of-year-old capital of Vietnam, holds a special place in the hearts of its people, especially the residents of the city. Out of love for this land, each person chooses to express its meaningful ways. For our artist Nguyễn Du, he has dedicated his love for Hanoi through murals that capture the historical milestones of the nation and the capital, with the hope of spreading the love for the country in general and Hanoi, the city for peace in particular, to everyone.
Since his young age, this man has chosen to create murals to serve laborers and production force, build socialism in the North, and contribute to the national socio-economic development. However, the first painting that won him an award and motivated him to pursue this art form was about Hanoi, the land where he was born and raised.
Cái chủ đề là Hà Nội.
The theme was Hanoi's determination to ensure traffic safety. After winning the award for that painting, I immersed myself in creating mural arts. During that time, I had many works, especially those supporting the liberation of the South, Route 9 Southern Laos Campaign, and Khe Sanh Battle. The historical milestones of the nation and the capital have been an endless source of inspiration throughout more than 60 years of his painting. Many of these pieces have won high awards and have been selected for display at major events. His passion has also inspired many others. When I look at these paintings, I feel his deep affection for Hanoi. As a native of Hanoi myself, seeing his works makes this emotion even stronger in me. In celebration of the 70th anniversary of the capital's liberation, he spent time researching, sketching, and completing a series of paintings on this theme. He plans to display the series outside his home and give it to the local neighborhood with the hope of spreading the love for Hanoi and awakening the responsibility of every citizen towards the thousands-of-year-old capital.
This is the end of the QPVN News today. Remember to watch our news again at qpvn.vn. Thank you for watching and goodbye for now.